Welcome to Lights, Cable, Action, SoCo's voice on cable TV. I'm Maria Lemieux, and I'm here with Michael Hale, and we are the hosts of this show. Joining us today is Jackie Pratt. Thank you for joining us for our third episode, our highly anticipated third episode, from what I hear around town, running into people. We were snowed in this winter, so here we are back again. The topics for today are going to be first email and what's going on with townisp.com. And the second topic will be video on demand and TV everywhere. So we're touching upon the cable side too. And then we're going to wrap up with some news on the electric side. So we've got a full plate on this episode. So to start off, email. I'm sure everybody's been getting emails if you have a Town ISP email address and probably wondering what that's all about. So Mike, can you tell us how we got involved with the
You want me to be brief?
I want you to be very brief about our history and email.
When the Selco launched the internet product back in the mid-2000s, with almost any internet provider comes an email service. And so the Town ISP logo or a domain was chosen at that time by the staff, and we hosted that service in-house for a number of years. It's very difficult to stay current in spam filtering and the like, so we were getting a lot of requests or a lot of issues with users at home who were getting emails whitelisted or blacklisted. So we decided to go outside and see if we could find an outside provider who could do a better job than what we were doing in-house with the email product. We immediately went to what I consider the gold standard of email, Google, and we were able to sign a contract through a third-party reseller for Gmail branded as townisp.com so that we get all the features of email. That took us about 9 months to get up and running and convert all of our users to that Gmail hosted product. About 5 months after we got everybody up and running, and during that time, once it was fully running, almost all issues at the help desk, requests for help, went away.
And so how many years ago was that?
We did that in the fall of 2013 into the summer of 2014.
Okay, so it was fairly recent.
Yeah. And so we've rebranded the project a success because we based it on no one was having any trouble, people got acclimated to the new service. Well, then in the winter, we got awful news that Google was end-of-lifing their product, and we were going to have to find another provider. And so, that is very difficult. We had just converted everybody 6 months prior, and now we're faced with the decision that our partner was going to divorce us. So we looked into it extensively. We considered a number of options. We spent a lot of time begging Google to retain us. They just would not come to terms with any of the people who bought this product from them. There were over 1 million email users impacted throughout the country. Us represents about 65. We have about 6,500 Town ISP email subscribers. So of that 1 million, we're a very small percentage. They weren't going to just do something for us. So we were really left with two issues. One, do we get out of the email business altogether? Or two, encourage people to just sign up for, a private email like Gmail or Hotmail or something like that that is free. But after further review, we decided that it's best that we keep email for those who have it. It's a major nuisance to try and change. Many people in the community brand Shrewsbury with their Town ISP email. So it's impacted about 3,700 households and about 6,500 subscribers who have a Town ISP domain. We partnered with a company called Verticore, who sells a product known as Zimbra, and we started a process in the spring, say March, Jackie, would you say?
I would say.
In April, we started notifying people that changes were coming because we have to be off the Google platform by
June
the end of
15th.
June.
Yeah.
June
June
17th.
15th is the deadline that people are
Yeah.
getting, right?
Yes. So we're now in the phase of notification. And so I think Jackie is best, because she's been most actively involved with Greg Honorano in setting up the notification and how this is all going to work. You know, I personally was a little concerned that people might think if we just start emailing them that they think it might be spam from an outsider phishing for their
No,
password.
there's been a lot of communication, whether it be through email or there's also been letters sent out.
Right.
So,
I'll let Jackie.
yeah, Jackie, so what do those letters and
Sure.
emails tell people to do?
So initially, we sent out a paper mailing, snail mail, to all of our households that have town ISP email addresses. And as Mike said, it's about 3,700 households have about 6,500 email addresses out there. So there's a lot of households with multiple addresses. And the letters went out detailing that we were going to have to make this change, and it listed all of the email addresses tied to that particular account so that each household could take a look at and understand who was going to be impacted by these changes.
Okay.
After that point, we are keeping our communication strictly via email rather than going through snail mail. And the way it works is there has been and there will be a couple of all customer emails that'll go out just reminding people of major changes. And then we have more targeted messaging. So if you continue to receive messages from us on a weekly basis telling you that you need to make these changes, it's because we have an indication somewhere that you're still logging into an old address or through an old method and that you really do need to update. For example, if you log into webmail.townisp.com on your computer, everything's fine. But if you also have it on your phone and you haven't updated the settings,
Yep.
we're going to get a flag that you're still logging in through old settings. You'll get a message.
Okay. So it's important that if you're using your email address on a separate device, such as an iPad or your smartphone, that you follow the instructions that are outlined in the email.
Correct. And each email has a link to instructions. It's pretty comprehensive
Yep.
for just about any device that's out there.
Yeah, so we're notifying people via these emails, and they have the opportunity. They're in the emails are links that provide good direction on both written and
Yep.
video
Yeah,
as
yep,
to how
yep.
to change your settings to accommodate the new email platform.
As you mentioned, it only takes about 45 seconds to do it, right?
After you've read it
Okay.
fairly thoroughly. The other is we will provide 24/7 help desk support. We have contracted for those who aren't comfortable trying to change their settings. We have a 24/7 help desk that will walk people through the settings on each of the devices that they have.
The 24/7 support is just for the email project. If you're having other questions or we have standard help desk hours.
Yeah, this is just focused on the email.
Yep, and to reach it, you would just call our regular help desk number and then press 1. It'll put you right through to the support.
And the third option would be we're working in collaboration with the Shrewsbury Public Schools. They have a program with their students at the high school that provides some tech support to the buildings
That's right,
itself.
yep.
And we hope to hire 1 or 2 of those students and have them go to the library very soon, a couple nights a week. It looks like probably Tuesday and Thursday nights and on Saturday mornings, so that people who are stuck can bring their smartphone and their tablet and their laptop, no PCs, but they're 3 mobile devices, and those students will assist those customers in walking them through the steps to get their email changed over. I think when it's all said and done, there won't be a lot different, especially if you access your email through webmail portal. It'll all look the same. It's not a vast change. The change comes if you were using other parts of the Google Apps suite that we got from Google when they were a provider. The only things that you'll be able to continue to use is a calendaring feature and your email feature.
Correct.
And the contacts will.
So with the transition, all of your email, including your folder settings and everything that you have right now, that's all going to transfer over to the new platform, as well as any contacts that you have. If you're using calendars now, there is a calendaring system in the new platform, but it won't transfer over from Google, so you'll have to set that up again. The part where we have an issue is if you're using like Docs Drive, Google
Okay.
Drive, Picasa, Google Plus, if you have a YouTube channel tied to your town ISP email address, in which case you'll need to set up a separate standalone Gmail account
Okay.
and transfer that stuff over to the new account, because those won't carry over.
Yeah. We think that's represents about 10% of our customer base.
And for those customers using, for example, using Google Drive, we'll be able to go in and see who has actively accessed that over whatever period of time. We won't be able to see what you've done with it, but we'll be able to tell if you're a user, so we can contact you and specifically let you know the steps you need to go through. So,
You'll be constantly reminding people that they need to do this.
yeah,
right?
we don't want to leave anybody hanging for sure. I mean, it's a tough situation to be in, and the best we can do is communicate as clearly as possible.
Yeah, and almost in a nagging way, we'll be reminding them, but we do have to get people to convert over, or they'll lose when the final cut is made. They'll lose connectivity, and then I think our own help desk will be getting a number of calls. Hey, how come I haven't gotten any?
And there's really nothing you can do to recover from that, right?
Yes, Google's got a hard and fast date when that server's being decommissioned, and it's not for us, it's for everybody on that platform.
And again, I think it is important to note that we're not the only ones in this boat. There's the million people that are struggling with this all over the country. So
For sure.
It was unfortunate.
Yeah, and if we had our way, we would keep Google. It's been a very strong partnership. It's just out of nowhere we were told we're getting out of this business, so you better find somebody else or stop providing email.
It is what it is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so moving forward into the cable side of things, Jackie was trying to tell us about it on the last show, but we ran out of time. So how about you update us on what's going on the video on demand side
Sure.
and TV everywhere?
So we recently had a back-end upgrade to our VOD system, which in the long run doesn't have any direct customer-facing impacts necessarily in terms of the layout or structure. But what it does is it enables us to launch a lot more content. It makes things run a little bit smoother, so content's more accessible a little bit more quickly. And we've been able to launch quite a bit of new content, actually, as a result of this upgrade. And I can just run down a list of some of these new products that are out there on
Sure.
VOD. FXM, Sci-Fi, USA, Discovery Life, American Heroes, Animal Planet, CNBC, CNN, Destination America, Discovery, ID, MSNBC, Science, TLC, Discovery Family, Hallmark, OWN, Fit and Health, NBC Sports, and Telemundo. Coming soon, we have A&E, History, H2, FYI, Lifetime, HGTV, Food, Cooking, Travel, DIY. So a lot of popular content is out there now, and more coming soon.
And that's in VOD, so there are certain programs for each of those networks.
Right, and those networks control the content that's available.
And how
at any
do
given
you go
time.
about accessing it?
Sure, so you would go on your remote control, there's a button that says on demand, or VOD. It just press the button in the middle, it takes you to the menu.
Okay, and you can just pretty much watch whatever you want when you want to watch
Yep,
it?
absolutely.
Yes.
Great. A way of keeping
Well, you
keeping
watch
our
what's
users
there.
Yeah. Well,
What
okay,
what
but
You
they-
know, each provider provides a certain number of hours each month. So say it's a 50-hour package, and they'll do 10% refresh or 25% refresh every week. So they try and keep the content somewhat current.
Okay.
There's a limited amount for each provider. Some providers have, 150 hours, and others have 15.
Okay.
So the amount and what's out there is dictated by each individual channel provider, not Selco, but we do have it wide open, so whatever they want to give us, we're willing to take.
Yeah, and we made a significant investment the fourth quarter of 2014 so that we can have like 4 times the amount of content
Absolutely.
we had last year. So there'll be a lot more content on the VOD platform than what our customers had been used to in 2014.
Okay.
Yep, so as a result of that, now we're starting to reorganize the menuing system to try and make it even more intuitive to use. So consumers will see some slight changes over the next month or so as well in the way we're organizing content.
All right. Okay. Now, what about the TV everywhere?
TV Everywhere, it's growing really fast. TV Everywhere, if you're a Selco cable subscriber, you have access to TV Everywhere. You go to watchTVEverywhere.com, register with your cable account number, and then we have right now 66 channels that are available through this particular product. Some of them are live streams of the cable channel, some of them offer on-demand content, and some of them have both on-demand content and live streaming. So depending on which cable package you have, if your channel shows up on your TV, you'll have access to it on TV Everywhere if it's available. So for example, if I have just basic cable,
Okay.
I would be able to log in and I'd be able to see ABC, for example, and NBC News, and a couple of the ones C-SPAN. Anything that's on basic cable, I would have access to. If I've got digital cable or HD, I would have access to 50 or so of these different channels available. And we're launching new ones all the time. We also have premiums, which is huge. We have HBO Go, Showtime, Stars, Encore, Cinemax.
HBO Go is the key.
HBO Go is the key, and Cinemax Go likewise. A lot of people have
Well,
been...
you have to be subscribers to the...
Correct.
Okay.
And a lot of people had been asking for HBO for
yeah.
quite a long time. So again, if you're subscribing to the channel as a cable subscriber, and this includes the premiums, then you also have access to the TV Everywhere content.
Okay, so if I go to the Selco website and I
Yeah.
see the TV Everywhere, you see TV Everywhere on there, and if I just click on that, is that going to take me to the website?
It takes you to the website, and you would register with your initial cable account number, set up an email address and a password.
Okay.
And then once you've logged in, you can access the content either by going to the Watch TV Everywhere website, or for some of these, you can download the apps to like your iPad or your smartphone. For example, so you can download the HBO Go app
And you can so
just
we can
log
go to the
in with
beach
your
and
Selco
watch it,
credentials.
right?
Absolutely, anywhere you have internet access.
Okay, great.
So, and it's part of your cable package. So definitely.
So it's
people
not an
should-
additional fee for
People
using
should
your
totally
thing.
be taking advantage of this. It's really excellent.
Yeah.
And Jackie has created a commercial with her marketing coordinator, Rick, to promote this product and let people know that it exists, because we are becoming a more mobile world, and this package is available to our customers at no additional cost on their iPad or their iPhone, wherever they are.
Yep.
So.
Well, again, the cable industry is a constantly changing environment, so this is a great addition and just feature for us. Anything else we want to touch about for the TV Everywhere or cable side?
Nope, on the programming end of things, like I said, we just continue to launch more content both on the VOD and the TV Everywhere side as we have opportunities come up. So you'll hopefully see that grow. We just launched 6 channels actually last week on the TV Everywhere front. The newest ones are the A&E, History, H2, FYI, Lifetime, and Lifetime Movie Network.
Okay,
So-
great. Okay, good stuff. Now, Mike, do you want to update us on some things that are going on the electric side?
Sure, 2 things really in the forefront as I think about what's going on that side of the department. First, rates. As you know, we went before the commission changed the rate structure in the fall of 2014 to keep pace with the significant fluctuations in the cost of power in the winter versus the summer months. So we went to what's called a power cost adjustment factor in our rate structure, and we're going to reassess our rates twice per year, once in October and once in April 1st. And so while the rates went up fairly significantly in the fall to account for winter power costs, almost that entire increase went away effective April 1st, so customers should be seeing, all things equal, a reduction in their electric bills through at least, unless they're heavy air conditioning
AC,
users,
yeah.
through at least October 1st, at which time the commission and the staff will make a proposal to them based on what we have for contracts for power in through the winter months. Again, it somewhat follows the methods that the investor-owned utilities use, National Grid and now Eversource, which was NSTAR. Our rates are significantly lower than theirs. For the average customer who uses about 750 kilowatts, they were at $180 a month for the winter, and we were at 101. So their rates will drop again in April like ours did.
Yep.
But I doubt they'll be anywhere close to what our rates will be for the same period of time. So we'll continue to monitor that program, and we only, obviously we're a nonprofit, and we only pass the cost on what we need to for the power. The other issue I think that's exciting on the electric side is that the town meeting a couple years ago approved, authorized Selco to borrow up to $6 million to construct a new substation That substation was constructed in 2014 through the winter and spring of 2015, and I'm pleased to announce that at the end of April, that station was fully energized and is now delivering electricity to that part of town. We will continue to work on our distribution system within the town to bring more and more of our circuits to that substation. We're now fed from 2 different high transmission lines, which gives us much better redundancy and reliability. Should one of the transmission line experience failures, we're able to shift load to either substation so as to better protect our residents and keep the power on longer. So I think it was a huge gain for Shrewsbury. It doesn't really improve rates, but it certainly improves reliability, which is paramount to both Selco and to its customers.
Well, to everybody,
For sure.
yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, so those would be the exciting things going on the electric side.
Yeah, the
of the
Centec
business.
was big news for the spring, right?
Yeah.
There's also some new website news going on.
Yep, so we're currently working on a new website redesign, and actually the town is as well. And this is going to be a little bit of a departure from what we've seen in the past. Selco previously has been basically a department under the town of Shrewsbury's website, which made our browsing experience very municipal-based. It was very similar to looking at any of the other municipal departments. And with this redesign, we're actually separating from the town with 2 separate designs. The town of Shrewsbury is going in one direction with their design, sticking with the municipal kind of layout. And Selco is going to more of a industry typical design, something that you would see from other cable providers out there. So it's going to be easier for our customers to navigate, to find the information that they're looking for. And one of the biggest benefits to our customers is going to be the help desk is going to have a standalone site now, rather than trying to find help documents sort of tucked in under all of these other areas. They're going to have their own site to sort of improve troubleshooting, yeah.
Okay.
There's going to be
Or
help
how
videos.
to.
Yeah, how-to help videos. There's going to be step-by-step instructions to kind of enable our customers.
So you guys have been really busy over there.
We're looking at probably doing a June launch of the website, and we'll
Well,
touch on that
again,
more.
and that will be our next topic for our next show, and we won't be waiting. We won't go that long
No.
between shows again.
Yeah, I'd
'Cause-
say we're back on. We should be back on next month with something new.
I would imagine.
Well, now that everybody's become energy efficient over
Oh, yeah.
the winter. So that's great. It's great news. Good stuff going on in Shrewsbury and at Selco. And we want to thank everybody for joining us. And we hope you found it very informational, and that you'll continue to watch us and ask questions. And feel free to submit questions. Is our email
Yeah.
address still working?
Yeah, lca@townisp.com.
All
That's
right.
Lights Cable Action
At townisp.com.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Do you use Town ISP email? Remember to update your email settings in phones, tablets, and software now. For help with the update, visit townisp.com. We are here to help. If Google services like these are tied to your Town ISP email address, move them now to avoid losing access. Visit townisp.com to learn how to save your Google files today. Our email support is available 24 hours a day. Don't wait until the last minute. Update your settings now. Get the most from your cable subscription with Watch TV Everywhere. Catch the latest of your favorite channels on your laptop, smartphone, or tablet. In the office, at home, or on the go. Stream great content anywhere you have internet access. Log into Watch TV Everywhere to watch the best of broadcast, kids, premiums, and more. Whether you're home or traveling, the TV is always on with Selco's Watch TV Everywhere. Do you use Town ISP email? Remember to update your email settings in phones, tablets, and software now. For help with the update, visit townisp.com. We are here to help. If Google services like these are tied to your Town ISP email address, move them now to avoid losing access. Visit townisp.com to learn how to save your Google files today. Our email support is available 24 hours a day. Don't wait until the last minute. Update your settings now.